a first picture of Earth, and even the new Earth. Hi, perceptive readers. This is James Lynch, and I want to share this brief thought, this awakening thought with you by even giving the name of this podcast, the first picture of Earth, even the real Earth. Hey, as an attribution, I want to say that this inspiration does come from a song, the first picture of Earth. I want to give the person's name, but I won't. Why? Because I would rather you actually do a Google search for this song, First Picture of Earth. And the inspiration that I'm sharing with you, I am James Lynch Jr., son, namesake of James Lynch Sr., is this. As I said, it will be a brief thought. There are well-meaning persons at times. There are persons at times who will try to enforce and influence your decisions. It is one thing to offer your opinion. It is quite another to even try to use scriptures to prove why you can enforce your opinion upon someone else. And I'm here to tell you today that is not scriptural. It is not taught by the Christian congregation. Even if you heard this by someone who said they were an authority. And let me tell you to help you out, first, why is this inspired by the first picture of Earth? Because there is a phrase in the song where the singer states, they placed roses or flowers on their grandfather's grave, who had died from, you see, what happens on the earth today, wars and things of that nature. And the person makes the statement, how can ones who are really the same be raised or taught to basically disvalue one another? See, these are my words. To disvalue one another enough to even hate and kill one another. And the person was saying, if this is some type of teaching, where I don't believe in that type of teaching. And so I'm here to tell you today the inspiration of why I'm going to explain something about a verse that is used at times by ones who don't understand it or may purposely misunderstand it to enforce their opinion, especially hurtful ones. And remember, I said love does not look for loopholes to hurt anyone. There is an expression made from the Apostle Paul himself, how he likened everyone that he talked to, who listened to him, especially as his children. As his children. See, those expressions, yes, sometimes he was using to say, because of where they were in their knowledge at times, they were still like children. But also he was saying that they were like his children because of the deep affection that he had for them. Even when they didn't fully maybe understand what he was saying or why he was saying it, Paul still looked at them as his family or his children, you see. We're not talking about the ones who are the imposters. I got to put on it. I want to say in general what his feeling was towards these ones in the Christian congregation. So persons who read that at times will go as far as to say, see, you're like children because you don't understand everything about the Bible. So in my role or authority, like a parent, I can enforce you to apply this or to apply that. And guess what? I'm here to tell you today that there still wasn't the spirit of what Paul was talking about when he called his brothers or sisters, you see, grown men and women still as his children, whether they were even older than him or not. People do that today. So here is the thing. You can view it like Paul as someone being spiritual, young in the truth, to learning these matters, and also in affection. But that spirit does not cross over to persons who are of age, and often that's considered from 18 to 21 or older, that they're still grown adults. So even though you can liken a person spiritually as a child, it still does not take away their God-given conscience and power and authority. And sometimes we use the expression to lead about a wife, even where it says this man will now leave his what? Mother and father, who were his real mother and father, to now what? Take his handmill, make his way in the world, and take care of his own family. And see, and of that coming of age, that means no longer even his own parents can enforce even their good teachings upon this other, a grown adult now, even though the affection is still there. And even though the parents now, speaking as grown adults, would say, oh, you still got a little bit ways to go, but you just find it out on your own now. You see what I'm saying? See, the parent can still know something that's right, but that viewing now still, as rightfully so, you're my child, but I know, according to God, you're of age now. I can't make you do certain things. I don't have the right to spank you. I don't have the right to take from you. I don't have the right to break stuff from you. Why? Because the responsibility now that I've had for you as my child, see, God has placed it upon you for yourself and your family now. Do you get the sense, perceptive readers? I know you do. Have a very, very, very wonderful day. Continue to enjoy the inspiration. You have just listened to the Perceptive Readers Podcast. Remember, until next time, if you read something that encourages you to improve or enhance your life for the better, it becomes your reality.